गुड मॉर्निंग.
ये लिखावट नहीं है ये ला हाँ 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 शुरू हो गए शुरू.
Good morning. How are you? Hope you are fit and fine. Now, in last class, we have discussed about the vectors. The physical quantity which can be specified by the magnitude as well as the direction, then it is known as the vector quantity. Then after that, how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply the vectors. For that we can take the help of the mathematics and the particular branch of mathematics which is called vector algebra. Vector algebra. Vector algebra. Then here in this vector algebra we need to add the quantity, vector quantity, we need to multiply the vector quantity. So here how to represent the vectors? These vectors can be represented by alphabets, that is A, B, C, or suppose I want to represent force, so it can be F. Now after that, how to add the two vectors? So this is OA and this represents the vector A, and this is B and C. This represents vector B. So as you know that both are in the same direction. So if both are in the same direction, that means their sum is represented by A plus B. Now if they are in opposite direction, so here this one is O and this is A and this is B and this is C. So here this is vector A and this is vector B. So in this situation, here we can write the sum, that is A plus minus of B. Means what? We have to take the vector B in the direction of vector A. So here the sum is A minus vector B. So here when the two vectors either in same direction or opposite to it, so in this way we can add. Now the question is, if there is the angle between the two vector quantities, then how to add and how to subtract. So for that, for example, this is vector A and this is vector B. This one is vector A and this is vector B. So in this, how these two vectors can be added? So for this we have to draw vector A and let it be represented by OA, or yes, OA, and we have to draw the vector B, means from A we have to draw vector B parallel to vector. We have to draw the line parallel to vector B. So now you can see this is the two sides, and if I join, then it becomes a triangle, and this is called triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. So in this triangle law of vector addition, as you know that from this triangle OA, here OA plus AB plus BC BO is equals to 0. Yes or no? means we have to start from O, reach to point B, then again reach to point C, and then again come to O, means its sum is equals to 0. So the same thing we can write OA plus AB is equals to minus of BO. Yes or no? Yes. So this is OA plus AB. Can I write OB? Yes. So this OB, let this OB is represented by R. So here what we got, A plus vector B is equals to R. So this is known as the vector R, means resultant A plus vector B, and this is said to be the law of triangle, law of vector addition. Now you can see here this practical example of this one. This is the duster on the table. Duster on the table, and now if I apply the force in this way by this one and apply the force in this direction, so the two forces are going to be applied here, but their direction means there is the angle between them, means they are not parallel. So here how much force, how much net force acting on this object, means this duster, that can be explained by, because this force is the vector quantity, so here this can be explained by the triangle law of vector addition. So how much it is? On the basis of that, vector R is equals to vector A plus vector B. Now here, after that, one more law is there to add the vector, that is called law of parallelogram. So here, in that case, now we have to discuss the law of parallelogram, law of vector addition for the parallelogram. So here in parallelogram, what we can do? Again, we want to add, this is the vector A and this is the vector B. So here vector A, this is OA, and here parallel to this, parallel to vector B, we have to draw one line, and this is B. And now from A again we have to draw the vector parallel to B, and here this is parallel to B, and now we have to join this one. So what will you get? We'll be getting the parallelogram. So this is OA and this point is C. Now here what is this? Diagonal. And here we have to draw the perpendicular along the vector A, and let it be, this is N. So in this case what happened, here this is vector N, now this is vector B, so this is also vector B. This angle is theta, means this angle is also theta, and let this angle is alpha. So here you can see in right angle triangle, right angle triangle. So in that right angle triangle, which one? Here is O and C. Right angle triangle O and C. O So this we have drawn the perpendicular, that means it is 90 degree. So for the right angle we have the specific theorem you might have read in lower classes. Yes, that is the Pythagoras theorem. In that Pythagoras theorem, what we have read, h square is equals to p square plus b square. So here what is h? In this case, this is OC is h and NC is p, and what about the BC, B is ON square. Is it okay? According to this triangle, h square is equals to OC square plus NC square plus ON square. Now this OC square can be written as OC square is equal to A, this is N, this one is NC square, and what about ON? So ON can be written as OA plus AN whole square. Now a little more exercise. One more right angle triangle we can see, that is in right angle triangle. This is A and C. In that right angle triangle again, AC square using the Pythagoras theorem, that is equal to AN square plus NC square. So here B square, AC square means B square. So this is B vector B square, AN square, that is AN square, here is AN, and plus NC square. This, and here this is theta, so we can use the trigonometric ratio, that is sine theta, and that sine theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. So here this is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so this is NC divided by AC. So if I want to calculate NC, can be written as AC sine theta, simple transposing. So this NC is equals to vector NC is equals to vector B sine theta. Now here similarly this NC is equals to this one, NC is equals to, now if cos theta I take, so that is the base upon hypotenuse AC, so that base is equals to AC cos theta, and this again vector AN, what is AC? Vector B cos theta. Now this we have to put in this equation, so this is OC square. Now write the vector OC square is equals to NC, so NC is B vector B sine theta whole square plus OA, OA is vector A, and AN, that is B cos theta, vector B cos theta whole square. So this OC, let it be R. So this one is R square, vector R square is equals to vector B square sine square theta plus vector A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2AB cos theta. Here I apply the formula a plus b whole square. Now this is r square is equal to, this one is a square separating b square in bracket sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2ab cos theta. So this is, as you know that sin square plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So here it becomes 1. So finally r square vector a square plus vector b square plus 2ab cos theta. So this is r is equals to root over vector a square plus vector b square plus 2ab cos theta. This is the law of parallelogram, and with the help of this formula we can find the resultant of the two vectors which is making parallelogram, by which the parallelogram can be made, and we have derived this one. Now here tan alpha, yes, in the same triangle, which one? ONC. So what is the tan alpha? Perpendicular means NC divided by OC, NC perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is OC. So this is tan alpha, perpendicular upon base. So base means it is ON. So this is NC. What is the value of NC? B sin theta. And what is ON? ON is equals to OA plus AN. So this is B sin theta divided by vector A plus vector B, AN. You can see AN is equals to B cos theta. So this is B cos theta. So with the help of this, tan theta. So this is the formula, and this is known as the law parallelogram, law of parallelogram of vector addition. So this is called the law of parallelogram of vector addition. Vector addition. Is it clear to you? Yes. Is it okay? Now, so here let me revise what are the key points of this derivation? What are the key points? Key points are, we have to take the right angle triangle. First we have to draw the perpendicular right angle triangle. Again we have to take the right angle triangle. Whatever required quantities are in this right angle triangle, that we can find from that right angle triangle, and ultimately we got the formula. Thank you. Have a nice day.